Hi everyone. Today I'm going to give you an overview of my dissertation proposal. My dissertation is about coordinating opportunistic contributions to achieve globally effective outcomes in on-the-go crowdsourcing. Volunteer-based social computing and crowdsourcing systems enable many new services. For example, millions of people write and edit articles for Open Encyclopedia. Interested volunteers collect data at scale to help scientists conduct scientific inquiries, and citizens report city problems to help local government agencies track and fix the problems. One of the key challenges in enabling such systems is attracting enough willing helpers, because when there's not enough users, there will be no artifacts or services that can be provided. And research shows that a lot of systems fail due to the lack of participation. Second, it's also important to make useful contributions for quality of services. Making contributions whenever cannot really meet the system needs. And because tasks that are appealing to volunteers may not be the ones that the system needs most help. We can categorize two approaches based on the two dimensions. One is how well the systems can achieve desired goals. Two, how many willing contributors the systems can attract. So first, let's talk about the dedicated approach. Dedicated approach is where the system makes people willing to spend time and effort to contribute. This means that people make repeated contributions, collaborate with others, communicate or forming relationships with others. Because they set goals, discuss, cooperate, and work together, such close coordination lay foundation to meet desired system outcomes, such as high quality of services, and develop common grounds, such as mutual understanding, to achieve desired community goals, such as not overloading volunteers. And it also facilitates communication and collaboration that can provide social benefits, such as developing relationships. Despite its benefits, it's difficult to recruit enough dedicated volunteers due to time, planning, and coordination costs. To reduce the costs associated with dedicated approach, other works have attempted to allow for more low-effort, flexible contribution approaches to recruit a wider set of volunteers. In flexible approach, volunteers can conveniently and opportunistically contribute with low effort. For example, systems use phone unlock interaction technique to collect course level census data or complete small micro tasks. However, because of small, low effort contributions, without any coordination mechanisms, it makes it hard to meet the desired system goals. And because of the lack of collaboration and common ground, makes it hard to identify and achieve desired community goals. And also because lack of communication and collaboration, it makes it hard to form or develop relationships. To be more concrete, let's use volunteer-based physical crowdsourcing as a problem domain where people perform location-bound physical tasking and delivery services. For example, in a community-based lost and found application, the goal is to leverage community members' search efforts to find the lost item. And in a community-based delivery services, the goal is to deliver items for each other. There are several challenges in using existing approaches in such volunteer-based physical crowdsourcing systems. First, like in dedicated approach, it may assign tasks where the system needs their help the most. For example, in lost and found settings, it may be a region that is undersearched, but the task can be outside of their routine and thus require stronger incentives. It's also hard to find dedicated people who are willing to spend time to discuss or coordinate contributions. So in this case, people might have a discussion channel for coordinating the search effort for lost and found and deciding who does what and balancing the workload, etc. Flexible approach. In flexible approach, people can decide to contribute whenever. However, they may not be near the task locations by the time that they decide to help, and their tasks may not be valuable to the system. For example, when they decided to help, they happen to be searching a region where a lot of searches that already happen. Instead, we design, develop, and study on-the-go crowdsourcing systems that use people's existing routes to complete physical tasks that are conveniently on their way, but do so in ways that also achieve desired goals, such as ensuring the search coverage and depth. So in my dissertation, I asked the following core research questions. In volunteer-based social computing and crowdsourcing systems, how can we elicit low-effort, opportunistic contributions that can provide flexibility and convenience to volunteers to increase participation while still advancing system goals, achieving community goals, and providing social benefits? The core conceptual contribution of this dissertation is the idea of coordinating contributions at opportune moments where that the performed actions are effective in meeting desired system goals, achieving community goals, and providing social benefits. Unlike dedicated approach that directs contributions that are outside of routines to better meet the goals, which may no longer be convenient, or flexible approaches that lets people to find moments as they want, which can lead to contributions that are not so useful in reaching the goals. Our approach seeks moments of tasking opportunities that volunteers can conveniently contribute as they go about their days, and people can still decide whether or not to help. But when they do complete tasks, these combination of contributions collectively reach the goals that the system and then the volunteers want. To do this, the system tracks a set of desired goals and monitors tasking opportunities that the volunteers can best contribute to as part of their ongoing activities. And the system decides who, when, and how to engage volunteers in a way that each individual contributes towards meeting the desired goals. However, there are several challenges in realizing our conceptual approach. For example, we might recommend tasks one can best do among those they can conveniently contribute to, or we might optimize across the community to decide who to reach out to so as to achieve the system goals while also respecting the community goals, such as not overburdening people, and to match helpers at most convenience to requesters who they can build relationships with. However, existing task assignment and recommendation techniques require people to make commitments or follow through the plan, which violates the flexibility that we want to provide. When we provide flexibility, people are no longer available all the time, and there's uncertainty in their participation. So to overcome these challenges, our technical approach takes inspiration from Horvitz's flexible computation, which suggests principles and ideas on ways to reason about strategies under limited resources that can achieve optimal outcomes under uncertainty. As Horvitz treated computation power as a resource, we treat volunteers' attention and contributions as limited resources. Because of this, we may have to take into consideration that individuals may have varying availability and willingness depending on their situation. And they may or may not decide to help when they are asked to help. And they may want to be minimally disrupted, and they have dual needs in quality of services as a requester and volunteer experience as a helper. Unlike existing approaches that pre-plan strategies that assume the resources are available, for example, assuming people will follow through the plan or make commitments, our technical approach provides ways to select an optimal strategy or a sequence of strategies that generate useful bounded resource solutions that are tailored towards varying situations and problems. To do this, our technical approach reasons about uncertainty in availability and participation and chooses optimal strategy that can surface task needs at opportune moments when volunteers can conveniently contribute and could best advance or balance desired system, community, and then social goals. In my dissertation, we will introduce ways to coordinate opportunity contributions to meet the desired system goals by increasing the task efficiency. And we'll also study ways to coordinate contributions at the community level by reasoning about who, when, how often to engage different sets of volunteers in a way that we can balance the community goals while still ensuring the system goals. Finally, we'll also introduce ways to develop relationships in a community through these on-the-go contributions, which can lead to lightweight interactions. Thank you.